What's up everybody, it's Evan on Arcade. I got the game again, and here we have the Pokemon Center exclusive red Nendoroid action figure. Now this was released only in Pokemon Centers all throughout Japan, and they sold out rather quickly because if you've been checking out eBay, they've been skyrocketing. So normally these cost around $30 to $40 a piece. If you're going to import it, it probably costs like around 50 bucks total, but now they're going for over $100. And it's impossible to get one if you don't like spending over $50 for an action figure, especially something so small. But this figure itself is pretty cool, and I do think that these are worth at least $50 because the craftsmanship in Good Smile Company's toys are really well made and well done. The first thing you'll notice about this though, because I would never spend $100 for this action figure, but let's take a look. Changed Red's expression, and it says, let me focus here. The red figure includes one body, 3 faces, 6 arms, 6 hands, 3 legs, hair, hat, 3 Pokemon friends, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, 1 Pokeball, 1 Master Ball, 1 backpack, and a base of stand. So he's got a lot of accessories, right? But wait a minute, we just read that in English. Yeah, that's right. This is not a rip-off or a knockoff copy. They actually sold these in the Pokemon Center in America. So you might remember that there was a Pokemon Center in New York that just was turned into Nintendo World. So there isn't a physical Pokemon Center in the United States, but they did introduce a Pokemon Center US online. They came out, I believe, a couple months ago, maybe in August, October. They've slowly been releasing a couple of different kinds of merchandise, shirts, lots of plushes. If you like plushes or plushies, you're gonna love this site. It's got all official Pokemon Nintendo plushies, and they look all great. You know, if I wasn't a guy, I'd probably get some. Nah, I'm kidding. I'd still get them because they're awesome. There's just so much that you could spend money on. But the biggest surprise was that this was released just recently, like I believe in the last week or so, in the American Pokemon Centers. So of course I had to go check it out myself and see if there was any available, and there's plenty available. I bought this maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I think either on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, and I got this really fast. I got this last Friday, which was yesterday. So yeah, it was really fast, and it's really cool because I would think this is probably one of the first ones that it's actually in English, and which makes me wonder if, because I do think they sell the Nendoroid figures like Luigi and Link at the Nintendo World Store. I just don't know if they're in English packaging. Either way, long story short, these are still available for a really great price. Like I said, these were 50 bucks, free shipping, came really fast from the Pokemon Center. Worth it if you're a big fan of Pokemon and the Nendoroid action figure line. So let's open them up and check them out. Get this out of the way. Course, instructions on, you know, all things Nendoroid and how to put them together. He's probably gonna fall out when I open him up, but there you go. Packaging is always simple. Kept in place by these punched in slots throughout the plastic. So the base falls out, like, you know, all Nendoroids come with these nice little bases. Simple bases. Luigi's was green, I think Link's was also clear, and the stands in the back, of course. Keeps them up because these guys really can't stand on their own. They have really tiny feet, and they'll topple over really easy. So let's get them out. Let me just move around the camera. As you can see, he comes with 2 extra faces, an extra leg, as they said, a couple of different arms, hands, the Pokeballs, and the figures. So let's get Red out. Red's awesome. You know, if you guys have watched Pokemon Origins on YouTube, it's just a great series. I wish they released that in high quality. And so he's got some plastic here. Get him up close and zoom in. Alright. So he looks great. The detail and quality of these are, as always, really fantastic. Let me see if I can get his hat off. Unless it splits up. I don't really know how to take this one out. Okay, so it splits up halfway, which is the top part of his hat. And his hair. I just wanted to get that plastic out of there. Doesn't look presentable. And he also has some plastic here, which I'm assuming his waist also gets removed. Or his legs. I should get this plastic off. Okay, let me put him back in. So there you go. Red. Looks cute, simple, nicely detailed. I mean, can't get better than that. I think he fits the Nendoroid line really well. Got his cute little shoes, got a little bit of bend. That's all he can really bend his foot, you know, so that's why they always release extra legs and arms, because they're very limited in mobility and articulation. The head moves fairly well, see? Alright, so he looks great. Let's check out the rest of the guys. So of course we have Squirtle and Bulbasaur. These guys are really well made too. Really cute. They look like the figures you would see in recently Toys R Us been selling a lot of Pokemon figures, and they're making pretty much everyone in the series. And these are slightly smaller than those, but the quality is just as good, if not better. Of course, I'm gonna see if I get closer and zoom and focus. Nope. Nope. Alright, so we gotta stay around this distance, I guess. This is a new camera that I'm using. It's not mine, it's my sister's. She let me use it while she's in town, having fun with it. So let's check out Charmander. Cute little Charmander with his tail on fire. You know. Who did you choose when you started up your very first Pokemon game? Mine was always Charmander, and then Squirtle. We had both of them, but I never picked Bulbasaur. I mean, I don't really like most of their final forms. I do like their middle forms, at least for Bulbasaur. I like Ivysaur a lot. Squirtle's really cute, and Charmander, pretty much all the way through, is awesome. So here you got his like, you know, I choose you, or I don't know, Charmander attack, and this is like, very happy-go-lucky face. Similar to, you know, like Link's happy face from the Wind Waker toy. Everything else in here, you have his backpack, a couple different hands. The hands, one hand has a Pokedex in it. The other hands, as you can see, they also have these little slots so you can stick in the Pokeballs that are up here. But overall, it's a really cool figure. I think they did a really good job of these, as always. You know, they're doing a great job with the Nintendo figures. And I hope they keep making more. You know, they made some Animal Crossing ones. You've all seen Isabelle's two versions, Luigi and Link from the Wind Waker. And have you also seen or noticed that they've released pictures and pre-order information for Mario Nendoroid. So he's coming up next, but from what I've read, he's not coming out until May. So there's still a long way to go before he comes out, sadly. Either way, you know, if you're a fan of these figures, keep your eye out for more. If you're a fan of like other anime series and just anything in general, they make some really good stuff. Good Smile in general makes really great stuff. They do some really full figures. They carry the Figma line, the Max Factory Figma line. If you all guys are aware of the, you know, the Link Skyward Sword Figma figure, Metroid, right? Samus. They've also done a Kid Icarus Pit figure, Kid Icarus. And most recently they also announced a Lucina figure from Fire Emblem. So if you're a big fan of Fire Emblem like I am, you definitely want to pre-order that one. I also have a Tharja figure. She's just a regular PVC figure who looks really hot, but it's in a very sexy pose. But it's just a figure. It's not an action figure like these. It's just made to simply stand up like a statuette, but it's made out of PVC plastic. Like I said, it's at the Pokemon Center, so if you guys haven't decided whether you want to spend that much money for this figure on eBay, or are still waiting to see if some import shop gets them, get it on the Pokemon Center. You still might be able to get one. I like opening them because I'm going to display them eventually. I don't really care about keeping things sealed. I mean, these are toys. I don't plan on selling any of this stuff. I want it so everyone can see it. I want him in action, and you'll see that in a couple of next shots that I put up. He'll be in action poses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing, this really quick unboxing. It's a great little after Christmas present for myself, to myself. And yeah, glad that I finally got one. I hope you guys can get one too. This is Abaddon Arcade. I got the game, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.